What is up, everybody? Turboverse TV here today, and we have the most craziest news that was just revealed. I wasn't even gonna make a video today. I was gonna take a day off, but this news is way too big not to make a video about. So apparently, Naughty Dog has canceled The Last of Us Factions mode, the biggest multiplayer mode of their fan base was looking for. Naughty Dog said, "To hell with it, we're gonna cancel it." It was in development hell. Bungie checked that out, said it wasn't great. Now they just outright just said, "Hey, we're not doing it." And you see Naughty Dog, Jim Ryan trending because of this news right here. So, and they're so cowardly. They cut off the comment section, so you can't even reply to this thread because they're such cowards. It's like, really. But this is an update from the official blog. We realize many of you have been anticipating news around the project that we've been calling The Last of Us Online. There's no easy way to say this. We made the incredible difficult decision to stop development on that game. And Sony has like 12 other live service games in the making. And if you can't get this one right, what makes you think we got faith in those other live service projects? It's just laughable at this point. We know this news will be tough for many, especially our dedicated Last of Us Factions community who have been following our multiplayer ambitions ardently. We are equally crushed as the studios we're working looking forward to putting it in your hands. We wanted to share with you some background on how we came to this decision. The multiplayer team has been in pre-production with this game since we were working on The Last of Us Part 2, crafting an experience we felt was unique, blah 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 blah. They canceled it. It's canceled. I'm not going to read the rest of this BS PR statement. They canceled it. They could not keep up with it and they canceled it. And it's just funny how the Blade team, Arcane, they made some concept art for Blade, and Sony fanboys ragged on the concept art, saying, "Hey, which concept art is better?" They had a little dumb concept art war. Factions 2 versus Blade, and Factions is not even a thing anymore. It's canceled. So by default, I guess the Blade one is better then, because this concept art doesn't even matter. The game doesn't exist anymore, so just hilarious. Watching ponies search for a silver lining, yeah, they're saying, "We're glad they're making single player games now. We don't care about factions anymore." Just them to switch the narrative up like this is just so ridiculous. It's like, really, Sony fanboys just have zero shame. That's why they're the laughing stock of the game community. They'll go with whatever Sony does, what PlayStation does. If PlayStation says eat a pile of dog crap, they will do it. Say Sony's the best at this point. Another Sony fanboy, Factions 2 is dead, but a new single player story game is on the way that's not The Last of Us. So you don't want the Factions game they promised, but you're okay with a single player game? Really? Imagine if this was Xbox. Oh man, Xbox would be getting crucified right now. You saw they did Halo, saying that game was mismanaged, and how, what's the other one? Redfall 2, how that game was mismanaged, Phil needs to go. But apparently nobody needs to go from PlayStation right now. Everything is found on PlayStation because they're selling so many freaking consoles. Who cares? If this is what you're getting from all these consoles being sold, them just saying, "Hey, we're going to cancel this." What's the purpose? What's the point? You look like idiots at this point. Had this been 343 in Halo, he would have demanded for people to be fired with screams of mismanagement. Yes, you got people like Ryan DeCaffrey damage controlling this nonsense, since the writing has been on the wall for The Last of Us Online after recent reports about it. The writing has been on the wall, huh? I was like, really? This is a joke. How the media is damage controlling this nonsense. Once again, if it was Halo, like this guy stated, they would be up in arms. They would be screaming for Phil Spencer to be fired. But because it's Naughty Dog and PlayStation, we got to see the best out of things here. The PlayStation bonus at work. If an Xbox game was canceled, the tone of this tweet would be very different. It definitely would. And it's just so much hypocrisy with the gaming community right now. Oh man, this is such a joke. The video's a joke, and Sony fanboys are an even bigger joke. And they cut off the comment section. You can still like the post tweets, but still, that's some cowardly stuff right there. The next Naughty Dog's game is going to be for PS6. They're going to skip an entire generation. Yeah, they'll focus more on giving you TV shows and give you remasters that give you actual new content, which is sad. It's like, hey, let's give you another TV show or a remaster of a game you played 3 years ago. Let's do that. That's more important. And Sony wanted 12 of these? Yeah. I don't know how anybody has faith in these live service games at this point in time. If their biggest studio, people regarded Naughty Dog as one of their greatest studios ever made, and they can't keep up, and even they can't do it, so it's like, really? I don't know. At this point, just sell the Jack IP to a company that actually gives a crap about it. Y'all had no problem reselling or remastering your games for full price, but canceling the project many people were excited about. Naughty Dog used to be cool. Yeah. This is so laughable. Like, this whole thing right here is just laughable. Well, why do you turn off comments? Because they can't handle the feedback. They can't handle the pressure of being called out by the gaming community. They can't handle it. They're too snowflakeish over there. I was like, the women gotta look like men. The men gotta be super sensitive in their games. What do you think? That's how it is in their games. How do you think the people who run their accounts are? Oh man, this is just there's something else right here. Factions is officially dead. They even like to comment. Seriously, F you, Cuckman. The Last of Us 2 Remaster is still set for 2024. Yeah, the factions might be canceled, but you still get to have that glorious remaster. Playing the same game that you played 3 years ago next year. That's fantastic. They turned off the replies real quick. Yikes. This is just hilarious. They're running from the smoke. Yeah, that's insanely cowardly at this point to turn the comments off because you can't handle what your fans have to say about your decision. Oh man. But PlayStation sold so many consoles in November. Oh man, let's brag about those console sales. Once again, oh man, the Sony fan base is just hilarious. You guys give me constant content. You know that, right? You Sony fanboys. Because you're constantly just taking L's repeatedly. L after L after L. It just never stops. Oh, man. Once again, if this was an Xbox studio, if this was 343, or one of their big Xbox studios doing this, we wouldn't hear the end of it. But because it's Sony, just look forward to the single-player games. Right now, it's the new narrative. But I'm going to conclude right here. I might make another video about this tomorrow, but for right now, I'm concluded. This is just hilarious and sad at the same time because, once again, people were looking forward to this factions thing, this online factions mode, and Naughty Dog just couldn't deliver it. and we didn't have the balls to even respond to their fans. They just cut off the comment section. So there goes that. So I'm going to conclude it right here. Just want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.